basically setting the same price. And call me a Nintendo apologist if you want. Numbers don't lie. As a great basketball player named Rasheed Wallace for the Detroit Pistons used to say, ball don't lie. And I think this is the perfect example of ball don't lie.
Hey, no, stop. Just calm down. Don't do it.
Nintentards. They never cease to surprise me.
Here's Sonic!
What is up, guys? It's CL5N64 here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, I had this video planned yesterday, but I had this video planned yesterday while I was at the hotel, but since I had to leave the hotel, I had to move back to my apartment, which I kind of wish I didn't want to do, but I had to do it anyway. Anyway, today's discussion is going to be about the Switch 2 thing, the prices and the games, and how Nintentards are literally defending this shit like it's night and day. So, for the information I've gathered, there's gonna be $80. Mario Kart World is gonna be $80, I believe, digitally. Like I said, I could be wrong. Like Nintendo hasn't fully told us what the real price was. But for what I've seen, Mario Kart World is going to be $80, I think, digitally, and like the digital games are going to be $80, and I think physical games are going to be like $90. Like I'm not sure. Like I'm pretty sure this has been debunked already, but what the fuck, Nintendo? Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, I am being dead serious. This is like for the first, never in my life, like, I was really hoping, like, Nintendo so far, like, before the Switch 2 was announced that it came out, like, the Switch was already popping, man. Like, it was popping like crazy. It had its moments, sure, yeah, like, well, the people behind the Switch 2, the community behind the Switch 2, the Switch community was just fucked up already. Like the Smash community is just horrid now, and it's a horror show. But aside from that, the Switch 2 came out, the Switch 2 Direct. They featured a new Donkey Kong game, a new 3D Donkey Kong game, a new Donkey Kong game that we've been asking for since Country Returns and Tropical Freeze. We finally have a game that's not Country Returns. No disrespect on Country Returns, in my opinion. A new Kirby game, Kirby Air Riders, is coming out. It's going to be a new entry to the Kirby series. Tomodachi Life is coming back with Tomodachi Living the Dream. Rhythm Haven is coming back. We got Deltarune coming to Switch 2 and Silk Song coming to Switch 2. Finally, I don't have to hear people constantly asking for it. I'm finally free. Like, I don't have to hear it anymore. Like, I'm just so sick of people saying, "Where's Silk Song? Where's Deltarune? You finally have it now. Now you can shut the fuck up." I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't stand when people just constantly keep asking for it. And we even got Elden Ring to coming to Switch 2, which was, I'm gonna be honest, it was bound to happen eventually. Like all Nintendo had to do, which was put on a better console. Well, that's cool. Like, I mean, yeah. But here's what I got to say. But here's something that I feel needs to be addressed. Why the fuck is the tech demo? Why the fuck is that tech demo $10? A tech demo it shouldn't even cost that much. Not to mention the game chat feature is only Nintendo Switch Online only, and the microphone doesn't even come with it. Like you're literally about to buy you were going to buy a Nintendo Switch, but yet the microphone doesn't come with it. Like, what's the point of getting game chat if the microphone isn't going to come with the Switch 2? Like, if you're going to bundle the Switch 2 with Mario Kart World, then you at least got to bundle something else than just one game. You need to at least bundle in the Nintendo Switch Online service, like a yearly subscription. A yearly subscription of Mario Kart World and a yearly subscription of the Nintendo Switch Online with Mario Kart World and the microphone for the game chat feature. Like if you're gonna like the game chat feature is just it's in my opinion I feel like it's pointless. Like what's the point of getting a game chat feature if it's only accessible behind a paywall? Like Discord is free. Like if you want to chat with your friends like that, then you can use Discord. Like it's common sense. It's free. Like Discord is literally free. I mean, yeah, you have to pay Nitro here and there, and yeah, sometimes Discord it can be a pain in the ass to set up and a pain in the ass to work with. But Discord and Twitch exist for a reason. You could just use that instead. I feel like the game chat feature is just useless. Like I feel like it's a useless option. Like if like it, I don't know, man. Like I'm thankful they're adding it in. Don't get me wrong. I'm thankful that I'm pretty sure new Nintendo players are gonna come in and like this, and I hope and pray to God that they enjoy it and they have no issues. I really hope and pray they don't run into any problems. But knowing Nintendo and how scummy they are getting recently, I have no hope for that game chat feature to be good. And I'm gonna be honest, I really do wish they didn't add this in. Like I know that people wanted it in the past, but after realizing how toxic fandoms can be and how toxic Mario Kart can be online and how toxic video games can be in general, well, that is if you're playing multiplayer games or single player. But after realizing how toxic people can be, I really wish they took this feature away. Like I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna get to a point where Nintendo's gonna see how toxic people are, and they're gonna see as much profanity. Like it's gonna get so bad. It's gonna get so worse up there to the point where Nintendo's gonna have to censor out and blur out so much shit. They're gonna have to blur out so many things. Like, it's gonna be crazy if they add this in with no moderation. But back on topic but yeah, the game chat thing is in my opinion, it should have been in the base Switch. Now the NSL GameCube update. I'm gonna be honest. If you're just gonna starve us with like Wind Waker and Soul Calibur and F-Zero GX as the only remaining 3 games, and then you're just gonna showcase the other games that are coming to Switch, the GameCube NSO. Like, if you're just gonna show games like Path of Radiance and Luigi's Mansion and Chibi Robo, if you're gonna show all those games up there, then why don't you just add those into the GameCube NSO? Oh, like, why don't you add those in along with Wind Waker and F-Zero GX and Soul Calibur 2? Like, if you're gonna showcase those things, you just put it on there. Like, it's common sense. You can't just open up a GameCube NSO thing and just feature only 3 games. Like, that's not how it works. Well, I mean, for their part, it works, but hey, you just can't do that. Let's not also forget at the fact that Nintendo can easily delist these games off their service. I mean, heck, we saw the games that they delisted off the ones on the Switch 1. I mean, imagine like bro, I don't even want Star Fox Adventures in Assault on GameCube NSO. Because I know for certain that Nintendo's going to put that shit, Nintendo's going to put those games on there, and then they're going to delist it away and just say, oh, I can literally see it. I can literally see Nintendo put Star Fox Assault and Adventures on their GameCube NSO, and then in another couple of years, they just take that shit away and say, Star Fox fans, you can go fuck yourselves. Like they can literally, I can see them taking that shit away from us, basically telling us Star Fox fans to go fuck ourselves after Zero flopped. They're literally gonna see, like, I can literally see Nintendo just saying, oh, cool, Star Fox Assault and Adventures are on the GameCube NSO. Well, Zero flopped, and the series is only known for Smash Brothers, so we're just gonna delist these games because, well, fuck y'all. Like, don't even give me, like, Twilight Princess would go through the same issue too. Like, Nintendo, the fact that Nintendo could just delist those games off their service and then just pull a fuck you card to anyone else who tries to preserve it outside of the service, it's honestly just anti-consumer. Like, Nintendo, you can't get mad at emulators, and, well, you guys do have the right to shut down Yuzu. I will admit on that. They were doing some really fucked up shit behind the scenes, especially the Patreon thing. Now, I will give Nintendo credit for that, where credit is due. They had every right to shut down Yuzu. Like, Yuzu already shot themselves in the foot when they added that Patreon thing. Like, you can't just make a paid emulator. You can't do that. And it just makes you look stupid. And it just makes you look like an idiot. Now, however, though, if an emulator is emulating, like, games from the 3DS or 2DS or, like, Wii or as much as the Sega Genesis, the companies can't get fucking mad at the people trying to preserve those games. Because if you're not going to release those games onto modern hardware with better resolution or frame data or whatever the fuck, then you can't get mad at people who are trying to do the same thing that you're doing, but better. You can't get, like, Nintendo. You cannot get fucking mad at people trying to preserve Mario Kart Wii or Mario Kart DS. If you're not going to release it on any other console besides the Wii, then what's the fucking point of trying to just shut them down? You can't shut these people down for preserving classic game titles. Like, classic games such as, like, Sonic, like not Sonic, but, like, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, or you can't shut down people who are trying to preserve games that will probably never come to the Switch 2 because you are fucking lazy. Like Star Fox 64 3D, or Star Fox Adventures, or Star Fox Assault. I'm certain that people out there are trying to figure out a way to fix Star Fox Zero. You know, the game that you didn't try in. There's even people out there who went out their way to just literally make Star Fox Zero playable on controller. Like, literally, there's people out there who make better experiences for everybody. Not even, aside from Nintendo, there's, heck, even Kingdom Hearts gets the same treatment. There are literally people all over the world in the modding community for Kingdom Hearts that's just making the games even better than they already are. Kingdom Hearts 2 is already a good game, but fans are just making it better for everyone. Are you waiting too long for Kingdom Hearts 4? No worries, fans can just do it for us. We can just make it. Heck, we can make our own Kingdom Hearts 4. If Square Enix isn't telling us news about Kingdom Hearts 4, then we might as well just make it ourselves. If Nintendo doesn't want to make a Mario Galaxy 3, no problem. We can just do it ourselves. The fans can do it. Fans can might as well just remake, just mod games and just make it better for everyone. Okay, well, not every mod and every ROM hack is good. Some of them will have you're making people pay for them. But back on topic, Nintendo is just forcing people to pay $10 for a tech demo. $10 for a tech demo, and then you gotta pay more money for a microphone for a game chat feature. The game chat feature being only Nintendo Switch Online exclusively. Then you gotta pay $80 for Mario Kart World. Then you gotta pay $499 for the Switch 2. That's what I've seen so far. The prices may vary, as they said. Then you're gonna pay more money for the Nintendo Switch Online GameCube NSO. Then you're gonna pay more money for the expansion pack of Zelda Breath of the Wild, a Wii U game. They're literally adding in features and just content that should have been in the base game. Like, if you're just gonna, like, y'all should have just added that content when they were released on Switch 1. If you were gonna add a new DLC for Kirby Forgotten Land, if you were gonna add a new DLC for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, if you were gonna add all this shit into an expansion pack, then y'all should have done this when the Switch 1 was released. Nintendo is literally adding, I feel like Nintendo is literally adding in content on the Switch 2 that should have been on that should have been on the original predecessor. If you were going to add all this shit into one console, then you should have done this shit from the first one. You are a multi-billion-dollar company. A multi-billion-dollar company. You have all the money in the fucking world to make a better experience for all. But y'all choose not to fucking do it because you have Nintendards sucking your dick 24/7. Literally defending Nintendo and their shady business practices. And I am going. And now listen, I'm a Nintendo fan. I love Nintendo, but I am going to criticize the living fuck out of Nintendo's shady business practices whenever I get to do it. I am going to be flat out honest. The Nintendo Switch 2, in my opinion, has to be one of the most shadiest, most corporate, most greedy console sequels I have ever seen in my entire life. Never in my 20 years of fucking living, I would have expected people defending the shady practices that Nintendo's putting on the Switch 2. I would have never expected it. Y'all, and don't even get started on the people saying they want to boycott Nintendo. No, you're not gonna boycott that shit. Y'all know damn fucking well that you're gonna buy it anyway. As Michael Jackson said it once in one of his songs, y'all are slaves to the rhythm. Y'all are literally just slaves in the rhythm. You will buy anything Nintendo, whether it's unfinished or poorly made, or just flat out expensive, or all of the above. You will buy anything that's just shady and scummy. You don't give a fuck about the consumers and you don't give a fuck about your wallets. You don't give a fuck about the people who actually want the consoles, who actually want to have it. And Doug Bowser's excuse basically is saying, and from what I've seen, Doug Bowser is like, well, if you don't have the money for the Switch 2, then you could just go to the Switch 1 and just buy that instead. No, nigga, no! Lower the prices down so you can make it accessible for everyone. The reason why the first Switch was successful is because it was not only cheap. Okay, well, it wasn't cheap at first when it first came out. Okay, when it first came out, it wasn't cheap. But when people started addressing the pricing issues for the Switch 1, Nintendo managed to lower down the price. And lower down the prices for the Switch 1 games, for digital and physical. And yes, some of those games were good, and most of the time those games were bad. Like Smash Ultimate was a good game, but it had its flaws. But yet it was accessible to everybody. To rich people, like to the upper class, and to the lower class. The reason why the Switch 1 was successful is because it was accessible to everybody. The Switch 2 is basically reversing that issue and making it mainly accessible towards the upper class. Not to the original consumers, not to casuals, not to people who just want to play the games, not to people who just want to play a video game. I feel like Nintendo is mainly catering it to Nintendards, the upper class people, the scalpers, the straight up assholes who don't give a fuck about anything. And I feel like the Switch 2 is basically catering to those people, and not catering to just everybody. Instead of catering to everybody like they did with the Switch 1, they're mainly catering it to just people who just have the money. They're just mainly rich people. I'm still having beef. I have beef with rich people every fucking day because they have more money than me. Meanwhile, I'm stuck here trying to find a 9 to 5, and I keep getting rejected. I need to make another video on that. I'm sorry. Like, the Switch 2, I really hope and pray that people actually boycott this and don't buy the Switch 2. And I hope and pray people vote for their wallets. But they're not gonna do that shit because some people are fucking retarded. They would rather spend all that money for the Switch 2 than to actually not buy it at all. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below if y'all are going to buy the Switch 2 or you're not going to buy the Switch 2. Personally, I was going to buy the Switch 2, but then I realized I have a Wii and I have an Xbox One. I'm perfectly fine. So it doesn't really worry me. It doesn't really worry me that much that the Switch 2 is I really don't want a Switch 2 because most of the games from Switch 1 are basically just going to be in an expansion pack. Like, if you're, like, in some games from Switch 1 are not even compatible. Most of the Switch 1 games are coming to the Switch 2, but some games aren't even compatible. Like, are you fucking kidding me? If you're gonna have a console that just only features, like, some Switch 1 games, if this is a quote-unquote powerful console, then why don't you have compatibility for every other Switch game from the first predecessor? You can't just, it's just, Nintendo, like Nintendo, if you're just gonna, like, Nintendo is just gonna re-release those games for a higher price No, I can already see the next Star Fox game. Like, I know it's probably never gonna happen, but I can already see the next Star Fox game coming out. Star Fox 64 DX being $90 fucking dollars, adding in shit nobody asked for, and pulling a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and making a glitchy mess. I can already see Nintendo just screwing us Star Fox fans over because they don't fucking care. They don't care about their games anymore. And yeah, they have Pokemon. Yeah, they have Kirby. Yeah, they have all this shit. But yet they're not gonna fucking care about putting quality and putting passion behind it. They're not gonna care about the glitches. They're not gonna care about the bugs because people are gonna fucking buy it anyway. Do you not understand how fucked up this is? Do you not realize how screwed up we are? If we as a society keep paying these companies this shit, these dog shit updates that don't even fix the problems, if we keep doing this, then it's not gonna stop. This nightmare is not going to fucking stop. They're gonna keep doing this shit because you Nintendards keep fucking buying it. And I am sick and tired of people constantly trying to defend this shit. Stop defending the Switch 2 and stop putting inflation as an excuse. Inflation is not an excuse for these problems. And may have some type of problem. The inflation may be somewhat of the problem. The terrorists may be somewhat of the problem. Trump may be somewhat of the problem. But in reality, it's mainly just Nintendo just being bitches. I'm sick of this. And I'm sick of you Nintendards just straight up defending this shit. Just dick riding Nintendo like you always fucking do. Oh my god, like, go get a fucking grip, lock in, and vote with your wallets. Don't buy the Switch 2. If you want Nintendo to listen to y'all and to drop the prices, then don't fucking buy it. But you're gonna buy it anyway. God, man. I shouldn't have to scream to the top of my fucking lungs. I literally just got back from the hotel to spending my time in life with my dad and all that. And I gotta come back to this shit. I gotta come back seeing y'all defend this shit. Fuck y'all, man. Not N64 bros, not anyone else. But mainly the people who just don't give a fuck. Fuck you scalpers. I just can't stand any of y'all who would defend this greed that y'all have put us through.
You're getting 2 USB-C ports.
Hey, we should do this again sometime.